Why is there so much noise after the demise of the beautiful prophetess Basirat Morenikeji Adeleke? Hello everyone, you're so much welcome. This is one of those situations where àwọn Yorùbá máa ní èèyàn máa ń fi ọlọ́gbọ́n ṣe ọgbọ́n. You know, when some things happen to some people, you now sit down and even assess your own life to be like, wow. It could be relationship with your siblings or your spouse or your business or your career or whatever. But wàá jókòó wò pé tí nǹkan bá tiẹ̀ ṣẹlẹ̀ sọ́tá èèyàn lénìí, because we are all going. Everybody's going. Nobody's going to leave the earth alive. What's going to happen? Especially to one's children. How will one's family, friends, or the public perceive one after person don't buy? Now, when this woman died, I think 27th of April 2024, and we saw a video where she was buried the next day, and her sister gave a short speech at the event, well, with a kind of look on her face that some people interpreted as a smile, while some people think it was just like a smirk on my face or something. And there was some dragging. People dragged her. Some bloggers were outrightly dragging her to say, "Kí ló ń pa ẹ́ lẹ́rìn? Ǹjọ́ tí ẹ̀gbọ́n ẹ wọlé." You know. And she didn't say anything. She didn't respond. The husband granted a short interview where he said, yes, they were very married. They have 2 children. They are separated, but she still uses his name, the Adeleke name. But that it was not a bitter kind of separation. No, not those kind of dirty divorce kind of separation kind of thing. And that she brings the children to him whenever he wants to see the children, so which is good. He also mentioned that she called him sometime in January or February to say that she wants to put his name down as a custodian of her properties in case anything happens to her. And he refused to say, no, I won't. Call your lawyer and decide who you want, but please, I'm not interested. At that point, people were like almost dragging the man as well, but it died down. Everybody moved on. Until we saw a video where the PA Arike showed us a mausoleum on a graveside, very nice and everything of Egbin Orun'S. It was beautiful. And for those of us who follows the case very well, we knew that was not where she was buried. Yeah? And the husband granted an interview. I think somebody interviewed him in his own church, where he mentioned that, yeah, there was an exhumation. And they said, why? Why didn't you guys know where to? He now said, well, the lawyer insisted that she should be buried according to her wish. And which is where they have now done, or what they have now done. They now said, okay, so who decided the first time? He said they decided, not him. He used the pronoun they. Meaning, I won't call Lord deciding by. So, but he didn't mention names. The man is being very careful. Very, very careful. This carefulness could we say out of, I don't want wahala, or out of high level of emotional intelligence. Now, moving on. From when Arike did that thing, and she tagged the video from your PA, dear PA Arike, people are like, oh, wow. So I think that's what rattled Egbin Orun'S sibling to start coming out, especially the Jayola Agbeke, who is a tailor or designer. And she granted interviews. There was a time she went to a particular blogger, and the blogger alleged that there were some things that happened between them and all of that, but I won't go into that. Now, let's look at the ones that we can refer to. She granted interviews on Alore TV. She said a lot of things. That her sister was poisoned, and that Arike ò mọ̀ pé Arike ó ti kó property, Arike fẹ́ take over church, Arike fẹ́ take over everything, and Arike is plotting nieces against her. And also, one particular thing that she said that was very, very unsettling, that she wanted to take the children out, or take the children to her own place. And she called their father. And the father said no, that he's doing Akonse Adura, like they shouldn't be allowed to go out for now for his children. And she now said she wanted to forcefully do it, but she decided not to do it because if anything should happen to those children, if she forcefully takes them as she wanted to, she will be blamed. And she said she told the husband that, okay, I will let you have your time, your way this time. But the next time I want to request for those children, if you don't let me have them, Ọlọ́pàá máa bá wa dá sí, that I will drag you with the police because I am now their mother, as their mother's immediate sister. After saying that, she continued and said, I'm trying to pull the children closer, that the children are not able to, they can't sustain what is on ground for now, right? Because they are too young to do that. When she said that, she now said, tí mo bá mò ń fà yín mọ́ra ẹ gbà fún mi. Tí nǹkan kan bá ṣẹlẹ̀, táwọn èèyàn bá wá ń sọ wípé níbo ni àbúrò ìyá yín tó máa ń tẹ̀lé ìyá yín ṣóṣòṣù káàkiri yẹn, níbo ló wà tí nǹkan kan báyìí fi ṣẹlẹ̀, òun máa gbé yín ṣépè ni. My people, this is that point that I was like, oh no, there are some statements that they speak volume. Yes, she was talking, I think the videos are in parts. And I'm thinking, tí mo fà yín mọ́ra tẹ́ ẹ̀ dá mi lóhùn. Táwọn èèyàn bá ń sọ wípé níbo làbúrò ìyá wọn wà kíníkan. Don't try láti drag òun àbí nǹkan kan, òun máa gbé yín ṣépè ni. Lord of mercy. Tí òkú bá ń yí padà lórí grave, that statement alone, if òkú normally hears what somebody said, according to Yoruba, òkú ọlọ́mọ kìí sùn. You think your sister will be pleased you saying, for whatever reason, ó máa gbé àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀ ṣépè? Ikú máa bọ́lá jẹ́ o. You see, every other thing you might have been saying, honestly, it could hold no water. It could, like I said, but to say, for whatever reasons, ó máa gbé àwọn ọmọ àbúrò ẹ̀ ṣépè. Ọmọ ẹ̀gbọ́n ẹ̀ ṣépè. Ṣáwọn ọmọ tí this last 2 months, going to 3 months of their lives, the world has opened another chapter for them. Ìyá wọn tó ń kó wọn kiri ṣúṣùṣù bí ẹdìyẹ. You know how a mother hen will be with her chicks? Now they don't have a sense of direction anymore. They don't have. And tó bá ti lose, especially at a young age, can relate with this. Who has a responsible and caring mother. I think her sister should just withdraw that statement. That statement is scary. It's very scary. It's very scary. I see no reason why I should say, mo fẹ́ gbé àwọn ọmọ. Oh, come on. I don't know, but that statement is ticking me off. When you talk too much, or when you're trying to, right and left, we are not even supposed to be a part of it. We are not even supposed to hear anything about it. If you respect your sister, you won't do that. That first is because we don't want to sound Remember, shortly before the burial on that same day, there was a video that this same sister did showing her sister laid. And I'm like, oh my God. How could you do a video? Don't feel cops almost 42 or 43 years, for crying out loud. And you post it on social media. What is that supposed to achieve on that same day? What, as in, even if you do the video to have memories, you remember to post? Would you even remember to do a video as a sister? And the sisters were there. Now, let me go to what the PA said. PA said a lot of things. But I've seen it everywhere and also on this platform at some point. PA said, that they didn't have a good relationship. Egbin Orun was not close to her siblings because of many reasons, especially this Jayola. Jayola too said it that she saw her sister last in January, and Egbin Orun passed on in April. Now, for those last 3 months, nobody needs to tell anybody that those were the most difficult period of her life, where she was said to would have been confined to a wheelchair, and also that she had to do MRI. She was told that she won't be able to, do a normal standing up and everything. Please listen to that PA's revelation. It humbles us as individuals. Pé tá bá ń fò kiri lénìí, tá lókun àtagbára láti ṣe léyìí lénìí, nǹkan kan lè ṣẹlẹ̀ ká má lè ṣe mọ́. And as a spiritualist, nobody can, she's gifted. Kò sí, like her PA said, kò sí iṣẹ́ táwọn ṣe tí ò jẹ́ Ọlọ́run ló fàṣẹ sí. Gbogbo ohun tá bá ṣe láyé tó bá ń jẹ́ Ọlọ́run ló fàṣẹ sí. And also, she played a voice note of where the Egbin Orun told her sister, so please come and meet her. But that she's not at home. But immediately she gets to Songo, she should call her. According to the PA, this was when Egbin Orun became anemic and she needed a blood transfusion. That they tested her own blood, she offered to donate to her boss. They said it was not a match. Iya Biba, who is Egbin Orun's auntie, younger sister to Egbin Orun's mother, they did a test for her, it matched. And Egbin Orun was like, you are an older woman now. And what you that you're always doing gugun or shit now one she. And the woman said, I will give blood. And she did. But it wasn't enough. The pint of blood taken was not enough. Then Abiba, that's Mama's daughter, was also tested. It matched. They took from Abiba. And this sister was telling, this Jayola Agbeke replied Egbin Orun in the voice note we heard, played by the PA, that, me le wa aunty mi, ẹ jẹ́ kó di Monday. I think they agreed before that she should come on Monday, but the woman was not feeling well. And she didn't want to tell her sister that I'm calling you because of blood donation. Though her sister knew she was sick. And her sister said, Waso, agbo paso ni mo ń lọ, mo ń ṣe makeup báyìí, mo ń lọ sí party aṣíwájú. Paso ń gbá lórí mi báyìí, and all of that. And she didn't turn up. And that Egbin Orun started crying. In fact, there's a lot. I can't unpack everything in this video. Maybe we'll take it some other time as well. The other sister now, who is now Prophetess K, who she said that Oti the prophetess in Bikon, to certificate in Bikon, has not seen late Egbin Orun for over a year. They also mentioned the PA mentioned when Egbin Orun told Jayola, way before the sickness thing, about a man who is interested in her and maybe was kind to her, one or two things. And she showed her sister the man's Facebook page. And that Agbeke went to start chatting the man. And the man took a screenshot and sent it because he could see that this Agbeke that chatted him and Egbin Orun were friends on Facebook. And he now alerted Egbin Orun to tell any don't chat me, bye. And it took place within 10 minutes. And Jayola was in Egbin Orun's house. And Egbin Orun started beating her. Egbin Orun felt no, she why are you chatting somebody I just told you about now? Otifoju, take profile name any Osindo chat. What's your motion? What's your motive? Who felt no pa? Where you have look ballet? Their auntie. And this caused a lot of black blood. So me only I've cut you off, those kind of things. And that something similar had happened before. Egbin Orun is a beautiful woman. Her sister too is beautiful. But you can know that Egbin Orun's beauty was was divine. It was unique. It stood out, right? And if you have a sister who is more beautiful than you, if you're not somebody who has love and have healthy self-esteem, why my envy? Why my? But some people get over it. And tí ò bá ti ní lára lára, tí ò ní ojú kòkòrò, right? Nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀ yóò tiẹ̀ ní ọ̀kọ́ sí ẹ̀. Look at Linda Ikeji and her sister Laura. Laura adores her elder sister. Over saw there's one video she did last week. She and Laura was walking into one's boutique or something to pick some things. I think it was even Laura's boutique. You know how Linda is when she steps out, tall and everything. And àbúrò ẹ̀ ló caption ẹ̀ síbẹ̀ pé look at my tall, stunning sister with her cool bete younger sister, me. Life is not hard like that. When you have love, true genuine love, some things will not count. Now I'm going to sum this up because this video is getting very long. Ejogun Omi, let Egbin Orun'S sleep. Let that woman rest. There was another live video on TikTok. Her siblings went there with flowers. I'm like, oh my God, you could go there with flowers. Where were you when she was sick? Jayola knew about the sickness. She said in one of those videos she did that, sọ fún mi, wọ́n pè mí, but PA ti gbé voice note síta. If you're really close to your sister, you won't say you didn't know she was sick. Kò gbọ́ ohùn sister ẹ̀ lásán lórí phone. You can tell she's not at a normal frequency. You can tell. Oh, you can tell. We women are blessed. And that voice was, oh my God. You even said again, but she prayer can be grief side that you were the first to make money in your family. Who needs that information? Pé Egbin Orun máa ń ráṣọ lára òun, ó máa gbà lára òun. Pé títí kan pátá, Egbin Orun máa wò dí òun pé pátá ẹ̀ mo fẹ́ pátá ẹ̀, òun máa bọ́, òun máa fọ́. Jesus Christ of Nazareth. Jesus Christ of Nazareth. Who needs that information, for crying out loud? What are you doing to the psyche of these children? Egbin Orun tí ò wù ẹ́ sùsù kó fi ẹ́ ṣe next of kin. Remember, this woman is separated from her husband, and the husband is not giving her, ọkọ ẹ̀ máa ń sọ kó máa ń invite òun wá sílé ẹ̀, òun nínú òun wá. Kò ń ṣobìnrin tó ń ṣèranù. Iṣẹ́ ẹ̀ ń jẹ́. I can imagine the kind of question she asked God. Nígbà tó ti sọ fún Àríkẹ́ pé Àríkẹ́ òun lọ lé, báwo ṣe ń lọ lé, òun fẹ́ lọ kú ni. Please, if you've not watched those videos, you might not see them in a whole whatever because people with this script grabbing at different points in time. But please go and watch it. Hello, Tajweri, yẹn dẹ̀ ní òun ní proof pé Egbin Orun was telling her PA that tóun bá kú tán, Àgbékẹ́ máa drag ẹ̀. So some conversations that Egbin Orun was having with her sister, she was forwarding it to the PA. PA said of how she carries Egbin Orun. You can imagine. Oh my God. Kabiyesi Ọlọ́run. Please, all of you should enter inside. All of you should enter inside. Please. Let this woman rest. She has 2 young ladies. I'll call those children of ours ladies. 3-1 Shomo Kekere. Go on their pages. You see the videos over there of these 2 children dancing with their mom, with the PA. Ẹ má jẹ́ ká kánjú rárá. Egbin Orun knew she was going to go. And I thank God that she didn't just pie like that. To buy that kind of pie, people pie now without even being sick or without even having to go to the hospital for anything. And they will sleep and not wake up, or maybe an accident. But God made her tidy up. Let me put it like that. She tidied up. PA said she listed some things for her sister, pé àwọn nǹkan tí mo ní lélẹ̀, but not everything. And that she has done her will. So a lawyer is in charge. That even when she told them, as soon as tóun bá ti lọ kán kó phones òun kán kó kọ́kọ́rọ́ mọ́tò òun kán lọ kó fún bank manager kan, with the knowledge of the lawyer. So let's wait and cross our legs till when the attorney, that's the lawyer, is able to come out. Lawyer, please, maybe you're doing letter of administration or whatever it is, but I'm happy she left a will. And no doubt the will favor our children. Àjùmọ̀bí ò kan tàánú. The fact that one is somebody's sibling does not mean that they love you. Wọ́n máa tún ṣe é hàn sẹ́lòmíì lójú. The PA mentioned how they started when she left her husband's house in tears. That Ọlọ́run fẹ́ gbéṣẹ́ fóun ò dẹ̀ lè ṣiṣẹ́ yẹn lábẹ́ ibi tó ń wà. And they had to go and live in an uncompleted building. Táwọn robbers wá bá wọn. Ìgbà tó yá òun PA lòun ní 150,000. Àbó òun 100,000. Ọ̀gá òun ní 150. Àwọn fi lọ gba yàrá kan. Mọ́tò kẹlúkẹlú kan tó máa ń dákú làwọn ló ń gbà yẹn. And they were doing their spiritual work. But God was with her all the way. That at church. Ẹ wo bó ṣe ṣe ìpínlẹ̀ from when she laid the first block on the floor. Oh my God, this woman she was all alone. Can you please respect her also? Can you please respect her also? Stop. Let's dignify her even in death. John torí Ọlọ́run. Enter inside. These are 4 siblings. Tẹ́ ń pariwo online. Tẹ́ ń pariwo. I can't blame the PA from coming. Like I said, if anybody should accuse you of anything online, you can ignore. But tó bá sọ pé ó pààyàn, especially ẹni tó close mọ́, tó bá bọ́ta sọ̀rọ̀, wo ìwọ fúnra rẹ̀ silence ẹ máa gbé ẹ lọ kirikiri. But did the PA say too much? Oh, maybe we don't even know. But ẹ ti sọ, ayé ti bá yín gbà, internet ò ní gbàgbé. Enter inside. Honor this woman's children. Ọmọ alọ́kọ. I can even imagine how tender their teachers or their hostel wardens will be with them at this moment. They have to watch over them so that they don't do anything. Their friends have to be very careful. Tó bá rí open day, táwọn ìyá wọn tó kù bá kí àwọn ọmọ wọn. Do you know how those girls will feel? Ẹ wá bọ́ta ẹ ranjú ẹ fẹ́ jú. Ẹ lọ wọlé kẹ́ lọ sort issues nínú ilé yín. Don't bring it out. Those children are not babies. They mentioned of when Egbin Orun was struggling, when she left her husband, she took her kids to assist her. This Agbeke, according to what PA said though. And she was hesitant at first, but later she was now sending 30K every week. And when she went to visit her children were not well taken care of. And they were not happy. Do you think those ones will forget that memory? The PA even added that whenever Muiz is also Agbeke, she has her own son called Muiz. Whenever she comes to their house before her mother passed on, àwọn ẹ̀ máa sá lọ ni. So àwọn ọmọ tó warm up sí tó ń love ẹ láti ilẹ̀ tó ti gbélé ẹ tó ti rí pé her voice is not even welcoming. Are more reasons why Egbin might not even think that her sister should be the last person to be in custody of her children. As Agbeke said with her mouth, òun lè lọ party ọ̀làlẹ̀, pàṣẹ ń gbá lórí òun kind of thing. And her sister is not like that. And not all of us are comfortable to have our children with somebody like that. I'm not bringing her down. I don't know her. We are just speaking from what every side said. Egbin ò kì í ṣe party person. She's a very spiritual person. And tó bá dẹ̀ jẹ́rú ẹni tó nírú ọ̀rá yẹn ló máa fà mọ́ra. And that's why Arike, who also maybe had issues with her husband because her own child too, she has it for a married man, which the PA said herself, and that she has not slept with a man for 8 years. And Agbeke is abusing her that she has not slept with a man for 8 years. And she said, yes, it's a choice. Some women can be celibate for as long as they want to be, rather than come out, mess around. Especially our brain to Baba spiritual. Something has to give. Oh, something does give. It does give. Because you can't compare when you're your own by yourself. You can do your spiritual work at any time. But talk about so Arike knows her boss very well. I'm not defending her own generator defend her. That's not my problem. My issue is there is a lawyer Let the lawyer's voice be heard. Stop all this dancing around. Woman to live a good life. Whether ó kú ní early 40s ó kú ní 80, ó ti rìnrìn àjò ẹ̀, ó ti jìyà, ó dẹ̀ jọrọ̀, ó make orúkọ, ó bímọ, ó fi inheritance lẹ̀ fún àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀. Complete. Ọlọ́run á máa mú lódodo lọ síwájú ọjọ́ ibi. Ọlọ́run mọ̀ pé tí eléyìí ò bá ṣe kó ní problem ẹ̀yìn yẹn tó jẹ́ bóyá complications, nǹkan míì tó lè fẹ́ ṣe kó yá wèrè kó ṣẹ̀sìn. Ẹ jogun omi, let this woman rest, please. All her sisters, enter inside. The love you are professing for her now, we can't see it. You are not in her life, so to speak. So to speak. And no matter how much, like PA said, òun ló máa tí ọ̀gá wọn bá ti ń give message òun ló máa kọ́lẹ̀ ìyá àbíbá ló máa gun iṣẹ́ tó kọ́ fún 12 years. Are you kidding me? If you really have the interest of your sister at heart, as immediate sister, ó yẹ kẹ́ mọ̀ pé àwọn tó jẹ́ backbone iṣẹ́ tẹ̀gbọ́n yín ṣe nìyẹn. Kò sẹ́yìn tó mọ iṣẹ́ tẹ̀gbọ́n yín ṣe tó ń pè rẹ̀ Prophetess K tó ń jíṣẹ́ ní church wọ́n sìn yín. Ó yẹ kẹ́gbọ́n ẹ ti wọ ẹ mọ́ra now. Bá tó jẹ́ prophetess. Egbin Orun is not a fool. She's an educated woman. She said she attended College of Medicine, so maybe I think she's a doctor. But she doesn't publicize that part of her. I don't know. But she said it in an interview. Go and check YouTube. Take your time. And this same Arike, when they were opening that Egbin Orun'S palace, go on YouTube. Arike gave a speech as well that òun ti nílẹ̀ 6 million because of her boss. Her boss taught her how to save 10 naira, 100 naira, 10,000. And that was when she also started learning the culture of saving money. Tó ń dẹ̀ ra ní 6 million pé òun. She said it in the presence of people and her boss. Níjọ́ tó ṣí Egbin Orun Palace. YouTube is your friend. So my people, ká tó castigate èèyàn kan, ẹni tó bá kú ni kò lábàjáyé. In this life, it's not about blood all alone. Is your blood genuine? Do you align in your values? Àwọn nǹkan mi wà tọ́rẹ́ mi mọ̀ nípa ọ̀rẹ́ táwọn siblings ẹnìyẹn ò mọ̀. Ó rí pé wà trustworthy ni. Ó rí pé ó dúró tí òun. Tó bá jẹ́ wípé àwọn ọmọ àbúrò yàn àbá ọmọ ẹ̀gbọ́n yàn, èèyàn nǹkan mi wà tó máa lè sọ fún yàn gan tó yẹ pé yàn máa sọ fún yàn kí yàn lè bá wọn sọ fún ìyá wọn ni. Relationship ló ń jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni. And God has this psychology about children. They know if you're wicked to them out of discipline, or if you're scolding them, or you're acting out of discipline or out of love or hatred, they will know. There's a faculty. Child psychologists might understand. Continue on, sorry. Ẹ jẹ́ kó gún mi. We don't want to hear anything again. Ẹni tó ń gún ọṣẹ, ẹni tó ń gbọ́ message. We don't want to hear about. Please, enter PA siblings. Make sure no go and sit down to a family meeting. Lawyer to Baba in charge, whoever you are, please. Read the will. And I just pray, Mr. Adeleke, these are your children, no. Ẹ má jẹ́ kí iṣẹ́ tí ó máa ń ṣe in vain. She died at the age where these children need their mother. They are still in secondary school. Don't let them start finding solace in different things. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́. Ẹ̀yin abiyamọ ẹ gbàdúrà káwọn aláriwo kan wọlé lọ àgbọ̀ story mọ́. Ẹ bá drop comment yín. Ire o.